Final Score Friday with Sports Director Lane Casadante and Sean Robertson. Sponsored by Oak Valley Custom Hardscapes, Blazer Heating, Air, and Plumbing, and Central Atlantic Toyota.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Week 3 of Final Score Friday. Sean and I happy to be joined by the cheerleaders from Douglas Freeman. We will tell you how their Mavericks did tonight later in the show as we get through 14 games. Our game of the week, a top 5 showdown between two teams that have two of the winningest coaches in the metro area. Dinwiddie's Billy Mills, Highland Springs' Lauren Johnson. Over 400 wins combined between the two of them.
Yet they haven't faced each other in the regular season since 2012. They led their programs to 11 state championship final appearances with 7 state championships between the two, and as I mentioned, they haven't faced each other in the regular season since 2012. That changed tonight.
Our director's just too anxious to get to these highlights because it was such a great game.
Let's pick it up in the second quarter. Generals down a touchdown. Zion Boysaw finds Kayvon Wiggins, and he'll do the rest. 55 yards on the score. That tied the game up at 14. Later in the second, Antoine Richardson, he'll go deep and drops it in Jalen Padmore's bucket for a 59-yard score. Springers will take a 21-14 lead in the locker room. Fast forward to the fourth, about a half minute to go. Boysaw on the quarterback keeper scores to tie the game at 21. We go into overtime. Dinwiddie gets the ball first. Kayvon Wiggins on the direct snap fights his way in for the score.
Gotta get
Generals
him down.
up by 7.
Wow.
Springers get a chance on 4th down. Richardson's pass in the end zone. It's going to get deflected by Tamari Buford, and that will do it as Dinwiddie wins it 28-21. It's the first time in 25 years the Springers have lost 2 regular season games, 2 straight regular season games in back-to-back years.
They've been carrying this chip on their shoulder for a year now. Everybody counted them out. Everybody said, you know, this guy's not here, this guy's not there anymore, Dinwiddie's gone. We still here. We still here, man. But those kids fight like nobody else.
That they did. Big second half comeback. Varina held on to the top spot in our coaches poll despite last week's loss to Maury. Blue Devils faced another team from the 757 tonight, IC Norcom, who they played their 3rd straight opponent from the 804. Darren Williams had a pair of first half touchdown runs for the Blue Devils, and Caleb Weiss accounted for 3 first half TDs himself. Blue Devils rebound from that loss last week with a 58-0 shutout tonight on the road over the Greyhounds.
From Norfolk to Chesterfield County and a battle of unbeatens at the Swamp. 3rd-ranked Manchester made the trip to James River, who was looking to start the year 3-0 for the first time since 2001. First quarter, James River on the board first. Jordan Clark, 3-yard touchdown. Rapids up 7-0, but Genesis Pollard will change that with a 4-yard touchdown run. That tied the game up at 7. Back comes James River. Dylan Gentry has it, but then puts the ball on the ground, recovered by Shaman Clark. That will lead to this. Landon Abernathy, the 5-yard touchdown pass to Justin Fabian. Lancers pull away in the second half and remain undefeated with a 34-13 win.
Staying in the top 10, 6th-ranked St. Christopher's under the lights at home against the Bullis School out of Maryland. Lance Cleland watching one of the fastest teams that he's ever had over at St. Christopher's. Aiden White, 17-yard run, gets down to the Bullis 31-yard line. That would set up Chase Roberts to J.J. Tidwell, who yanks it away from the defender, and he's into the end zone. 7-0 Saints. Now, this is something you do not want to see. One of the best offensive linemen in the country, Darius Gray, running down the quarterback. You don't want him chasing you. The quarterback hurry there. Later on, White again runs down inside the red zone. He had 172 yards on the ground tonight. That set up a Chase Roberts 19-yard touchdown run. Saints win 17-0 as they get the shutout over the Bulldogs.
And they're getting better and better each week. Number 8, Glen Allen on the road for the first time this year at Patrick Henry. Jaguars have won 3 straight in this series. Glen Allen will get things going up 7-0. They will add to that on a Jalik Gilliam touchdown run to make it 14-0. Glen Allen, get into the end zone, big fella. And Gilliam said, if some is good, more is better. How about this on defense? We call this a pick 6. 22 yards out. Glen Allen 22-0 at that point. They cruise and rebound from their loss to Manchester last week. They take it 34-7 over Patrick Henry.
All right, here is Douglas Freeman looking for a bounce back from last week's loss to Midlothian. They hosted Hanover tonight. This was a defensive battle from start to finish. The Hawks scored 71 in last year's meeting at home. They didn't get anywhere close to that tonight. George Davis with a 30-yard pass to Caleb Fishburne, but he gets caught from behind. We go into the second half, late second half. Caden Hughes with the 20-yard reception. Hawks in business. Then they get another 17-yard run here that gets them down to the 20. That set up a Jason Parker 20-yard touchdown run, the only score of the night.
Wow.
Hanover gets the win on the road, 7-0 over the Mavericks.
Coming up next, we got more scores and highlights on Week 3 of Final Score Friday. Stay with us.